Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Mike Sanders. My first guests have an awesome new show that is on Uni.tv that you can check out actually at this exact time slot, 9 o'clock on Wednesday nights. So if you go, switch back. This is Les Newbies. It's Luc, LeBlanc, André. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, taking time out of your day while your show is on.
I know.
Yeah, we don't want to watch it. I said, Mike is calling us, so let's go.
Yes,
so we're
go.
here, Mike.
We wanted to do something for the first time in our life, to do an interview in English.
Yeah, this is the place to be, people.
Yes.
Roger's show.
And you guys are the only people who would run your show and say, don't watch it.
Yes.
Watch this instead."
No.
Tape it.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And it's episode 5, right? So we're half point. It's a 10 episode series. So
People already likes it, so so why would we push people?
Yes, we're
Nice crowd you have here. People
Yeah,
are, hey.
it's a great audience.
Woo!
See, there we go.
Hey, Mom.
That's the reason why you come here. Is because
Exactly.
we got a great
The audience,
audience.
I love the audience.
The
I
ambience
love
is great.
my show.
Well, I mean, André, you would know for sure you were in the studio
exactly.
one time.
At one time, really in the morning though, really early. It was called Deux Bonheurs. I don't know why I look at the camera.
It was cut really early. It was cut. It didn't last long.
It did very well. Were you kidding? Yes, it did very well.
I never watched it.
We were told it was the only morning show that Rogers has ever done in this studio.
It was really good.
He wasn't the reason why they don't do it anymore.
No,
but that's all that I know.
Well, the only thing I say, everybody else that was working with André is still working.
Yes,
that's true.
I'm the only one who.
Are they here or just working?
No, they're working all around the country.
Exactly, in their field. I decided to switch and go to comedy instead. So I don't know.
But the rest of people has a real job.
Yes, exactly.
André is good.
So in some ways, you really succeeded in that way. In some other ways, they also really succeeded in that way.
Exactly. But it was so early because it was a live show. So we really were on air at 7 in the morning until 9. So we had to put makeup. I had to powder that little nice.
You had hair at the time.
I had hair, yes.
You had some hair, yeah.
Beautiful.
You can't see, like you could see at the time, like people were going in the
glasses
windows
the windows, exactly.
But what are you talking about? That's a window.
Yes.
No, I know.
Yes,
when André was there, it was like a freak show. People, we said, who's that? I was just watching in the morning just to see who's going to be in the window.
Knocking on the door and saying, will you marry me? I had so many announcements like this. Will you marry me? I'm your child.
I'm your child.
I had that a few times. I was always like, I was nervous.
The day that Children of the Corn happened, that was, whatever.
Everybody knows that Moncton is the rowdiest crowds at 7 in the morning. I mean, let's be real, right?
No,
exactly.
So Les Newbies, let's actually talk about the show a little bit. So tell us all about it. What's the idea? What's the concept behind it?
Well, the concept is we're 3 stand-up comedians. So there's missing Christian. Well, actually, Christian could be here, and we wouldn't see him because
he's in the window. He's in the window.
He's in the window.
Well, he's so small. I mean, he could be here anyway. It could be in my pocket. So we decided to be inspired by a story that we actually lived. When we started doing comedy, was really hard. We struggled a lot. So and our main goal was to be in Montreal, to be with the Juste pour Rire, the gang, the club. We had to be there because if you're only making it here in Moncton, it's not. Compared to the other people, you're not making it. You have to be in Montreal to make it. So
Just for Laughs is the big.
Just for Laughs, it is big.
Even in French,
it's a big show. So when you hear the music, you know. And I remember when I was a child, I went to see a gala that's in real life, and I was so amazed by how the many people wanted to be there just to live the experience. So the story of the Newbies is. It's 3 guys, but we're not kids. We're actually at our own age right now, so that's what it's really different. Because if we wanted to be back then when we were early in their 20s, well, it would be so easy. I mean, easy. I'm saying you could just decide to move to Montreal, get an apartment, live 3 in a small apartment, and try to make it. Because there's so many.
But now we have kids. We don't have no lives anymore.
We have lives.
We just throw our lives away. We just had kids.
We have mortgage. We have different stuff we have to pay. So that's why it's the dilemma. That's the comedy of the situation.
And it's like it's really that. It's a comedy of situations. Like the 3 characters are always in some things happening to these guys. You know, they're friends. They're doing a job like they each have a little bit of experience in comedy, but not that much.
Exactly.
And everything happens to the guys, you know. And
so that's why even if you don't love comedy, you're not into comedy, you'll be into our series. That's what we hope, because it's the pursuit of happiness. You want to be happy. You want to succeed in life and to be because my character, when it starts the series, I'm not a spoiler. I'm not spoiling anything.
Well, you said it's episode 5.
It's episode 5 right now. You have to be up to date.
It's all in French, André.
Yes.
So the newbies, the title is in English, but so if people just speaking English watch the show, it's going to be great because they won't understand nothing.
But you'll see our
really comic with
the
our
face.
face.
Yeah,
we have to trust that it's funny.
Yes.
If you're English only, we just have to trust
I swear
that.
it is.
Yes, but at the beginning when you see my character, well, he's crying because I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing right now because his dad died. So at that point,
that's funny.
It's not funny at all. But he used to work at an office job, and his dad's last wish was to tell him, "You have to be happy in life." So he comes up to that solution that he wants to go back, but he was at high school, but it was his dream to do, and he was a stand-up comedian. So he decided to bring along his friend who used to be in Montreal, and he was doing a kid show. That's the character of Christian he was playing. So, and you know, when you compare it to the artistic side, when you're doing kid show, a lot of time, the artist feels that you're not really making it. You know, you're at that level, you're not at your full potential. So he decides to come and join his friend. And we meet up with Luc, who's also a friend of ours in that story, and he's a big star, like in real life. Luc is a big star.
Big star.
Big star.
There's even an aura about you.
Yes,
I know, it's like, what's this?
That's why I wanted to be just a side of him. And at that point, he's doing a talk show like yours, but in French. But his show doesn't get renewed. So he's looking to have a new goal in life. So the idea of bringing together a trio of a comedy group comes right at the right timing for him. So that's why. And you follow them. And my wife gives the deadline, starts the clock, says you have 1 year to make it to Montreal. And if you don't make it after 1 year, you have to go back to your desk job. So that's what people actually seeing. So each episode you evolve through a year. So each month it's like an episode. So in episode 5 we're almost at the halfway mark of the agenda that she gave to me, and I'm also really anxious to make them believe that I'm funny, because in that story I'm not funny. I'm the one who's really has no experience. So
that's the serious answer.
Yeah. So
of the night.
How much of this like real life? The fact that
well, it's the fun thing about the show. It's the situation that the guy are in. So me, Christian, and André, we were talking about the stories that happened to us. You just took that and we just blew it up, blew it up, and you said, okay, that was a funny part, not funny in my life, but in the show it's going to be funny. So let's do this. We're all, affected by what we saw in the past. If you see Seinfeld, maybe he was saying it's all something about small things, and I think what's funny, we're all human. We all live stuff in our daily base. So we just took the show and we're just going crazy with the show.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fun thing is that we know, like André, Luc, and Christian, we're friends for a long time. So we have the chance to be on a set with a really good guy doing the réalisation. How do you say that?
Directing. He was directing.
He's doing that too. Yeah. And he's a really cool guy. So we're just having fun. Usually you go and you do an audition, then you get the part, and you don't even know what the script is because the only thing you receive is one scene, and you just say, okay, and you go to the show and you tape, and you're the fourth comedian on the show because it's all Quebec people or some for someone else.
So that's why
So that's really fun for us right now.
Yeah.
We're like right there. We're the main characters, and we're really having fun with this. There's a little bit of improv also. We do that in life, but when you go on a set when it's not your show, you're always saying, okay,
they don't like improv if it's
No.
not your show.
No, but they don't trust you.
I don't care, but they don't.
No, I know. But they don't trust you. You have to have fun. People wants to have fun. If we're too serious in life, if it depends there. If your show was if the Newbies was something like dramatic. We
it would start like if my father was dying or something. But
if there's actual setups and actual dramatic rises up in a crescendo. Yeah.
But
exactly.
right now it's a really fun thing happening for us. There's a lot of shows being taped here in the last year.
Yeah.
It's not. There's Newbies. There's À la Valdrague. There's Conséquence. There's Le Siège.
Of course.
There's a lot of show, and we didn't have that in the past. Like it's recent that so much series are being turned here, being shoot here in
New Brunswick.
In New Brunswick, and that's great for us.
And you guys get to be a part of that, which
Yep.
is awesome. We have about 20 seconds.
Oh,
So
there-
where can they find you guys?
Well, on their website, if you don't have the cable, it's unis.ca/Les Newbies. So that would be the website.
UNIS.
Yeah,
TV?
unis.ca. If not, just look at us. Look us up on our Facebook page. Like us, follow us. We have all the exclusive. We have the bloopers. We have the behind the scene. So
You get it all. You get
get
it all.
You'll have
Like-
that interview. We'll be tagged on
We'll be
that
here.
interview.
We'll be
with
here.
Mike. We'll
Hello,
tag.
internet. Hello, internet. So it's a show basically about nothing, like you said, Seinfeld.
Yes,
it's about
it is.
pretty much nothing. Les Newbies. It's Wednesday nights at 9. Look and André, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Mike.